We are now working with Photoshop. We are in Project 1, the music CD artwork, and we've been working in Illustrator up till now, working with vector images, but now we are moving into raster images, which are like photographs, and they are made up of a grid of pixels. They're in rows and columns, and that's called the bitmap. Raster files are resolution dependent. Their resolution is fixed and determined when you take the photo or scan the image or create the file, like when we took images from Illustrator and rasterized them. You can typically reduce a raster image, but you cannot significantly enlarge that image without losing image quality. The file we're going to be building is intended to be printed, so we're going to build that file with appropriate settings for commercial printing. Make sure you read the section on page 27 about screen ruling to understand halftone dots. Before we did all of this stuff on computers, we would take the image and photograph it with a screen over it, which is what gave us the term for screen ruling or lines per inch. So a screen ruling of 133 LPI meant that there were 133 lines in the screen for halftone dots. Because of the type of paper that would be used and the way the ink would spread, newspaper or newsprint has a line screen of 85 to 100 lines per inch. Magazines or general commercial printing is 133 to 150 lines per inch. And nice high quality paper like art books and things of that nature have 150 to 175 lines per inch, or some really good quality work may have a line per inch of 200 or more. Continuing on page 28, if there's halftone dots being created, the output device calculates the value of the group of pixels in the raster image and generates a spot that is appropriately sized. The raster image is measured in pixels per inch. Ideally, a printer is going to have 4 pixels for each halftone dot. So if an image has 72 pixels per inch, the computer has to generate 4 halftone dots per pixel, and that will give you a poor printed quality. Reading the section on resizing an image, if you resize an image that is 3 inches by 3 inches to 6 inches by 6 inches, which is 200% of the original, the 450 pixels in each column are going to have to extend across 6 inches instead of 3 inches, and you're going to lose quality. There's a nice formula for original resolution divided by magnification is effective resolution. So the more you enlarge a raster image, the lower its effective resolution is going to become. We're going to be working with the music files, so make sure that you expand those and put those into your WIP folder. Remember, you don't have to have this opening screen. It will show you everything that you've had open recently, but you can get rid of that by clicking the Photoshop logo and go to File, and you're going to open in your WIP folder your music, and you're going to pick up Sunrise. Now if you don't have your rulers visible, go into View and find your rulers and show them. And then right click the horizontal ruler and change it to inches if it's not inches already. This is a very large image. This image is over somewhere about 68 inches, 69 inches wide. However, that's not giving us the resolution. If we go into image size, you're going to see that the resolution is only 72 pixels per inch, which is very low for printing quality. So we're going to select to resample the image, which means we're going to maintain the existing resolution in a new image dimension. So we're going to add or delete pixels. If you look at resampling, you can see that there are different options available. Some of them are for enlarging, some of them are for reduction. Now, if we're going to take this image and change the resolution to 300 pixels per inch, we would be adding a huge number of pixels. You'll also have to check the image size. This would make this image an 810 megabyte file, which is really huge. So what we're going to actually do is set that back. So if I have my image size box selected, I hold down my Alt key, I'm going to be able to reset my size back to what it actually is. It's like a cancel without closing the box. And I'm going to uncheck the resample, which gives me this to join the height, the width, and the resolution. Now if I change the resolution to 300 pixels per inch, you can see that the file size is remaining the same, but my height and width are changing. We now have an image that's about 16.5 inches by 11, and we can say OK, because what it's doing is taking all of those pixels and it's not losing pixels, it's pushing them together and giving us a higher resolution with a smaller size. File size stays the same. Go to File and Save As, and if you guys are going to be working back and forth at home and at the school, go ahead and save to your cloud documents and you'll be able to use them both places. Otherwise, you can save on your own computer unless you'd like to use the cloud storage. I'm going to save on my computer. And if you save to the cloud, you're going to have it as a PSDC, but I'm going to put it into my music folder and save it as CD artwork. Now, right now, it's popping up as a JPEG, but I don't want to save this as a JPEG. I want to save this as a Photoshop file. Oh, and I can't have the equal sign. I hit that wrong.